but it's like, yeah, it'll. That's why it always it kind of clears up after a few minutes, though. So
yeah,
and it says that too. So
it does seem to get off to a shaky start sometimes, and then it seems like everything's cool. So hopefully it will stay that way.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Nah, it'll be fine.
That's okay. Okay.
How you doing, Corey?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
This
is 83, right? Is that what
yep.
Yes.
So once again, we're back doing another episode of Rock in the 80s.
Here we are.
Great decade. So yeah, 1983. A lot of other great films that came out this year. And you know, we all know the one that really was like the biggest blockbuster hit.
Yes. That one's easy.
That's and also it's a number one on the box office, Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
It wrapped up the whole the last two films nicely. And you know, some people prefer Empire. I mean, everybody likes the conclusion of this film. Except for, you know, Ewoks.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't bother me like that bad, but they should have been
me neither.
Used less. Like, they're cute, but they should have been used less, I think.
Yeah, that. Right. I don't think they should have had such a vital role in the battle in the end.
Yeah.
But
like, ruined the movie, honestly, but could have done without him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ending was still powerful, so.
Oh, yeah.
And the duel battle, too.
I wish that they would go back and do a digital fix and put Hayden Christensen's face on Darth Vader with the helmet off. Like, age him.
I'm
sure
put
his face on there.
Done that. Because they've done everything else to these movies.
Well, the closest they got to was just putting him in his Jedi form as a ghost at the end. Which, that was nice, but that was 15 years ago, or 15, 16 years ago, and so they probably couldn't. They probably didn't have the technology to do it convincingly.
I wouldn't be surprised if they don't do that.
I hope they do. I would totally be buying that edition if they do.
I feel like they would do it, especially since he's back on board now.
Oh,
yeah, that's exciting, right?
Yeah, I feel like they will do that. So
yeah,
but you know, this was another great story from George Lucas, and he tied the knots with Luke and Vader, impactful moments, and you know, some good epicness in these in this film with, you know, its action scenes, its duels, impactful moments.
I mean, it seems like this movie has some of the best scenes throughout the trilogy. I mean, I like the biker scenes, the biker scout parts.
Yeah.
Ending battle. There's a lot of good scenes in this movie, you know, and I mean, there's some cheesiness, but overall, you know, for me, it works. I like Endor, you know, I like that planet.
I do like the battle.
You get more of Vader and Luke.
Well, that final battle was pretty impactful, and you know what? Emotion-wise, you know what it reminds me of a bit is the battle between Obi-Wan and Anakin in Episode 3. Like, you have that same sense of dread that these two people that Anakin and Obi-Wan, they loved each other as very close friends. Luke and Vader, they had their own sort of love, I guess, for each other. But I feel like it wasn't. I want to say it wasn't quite as close. But at the same time, you're talking about a father-son connection, so there's bound to be that you know, emotional bond there. And it was you just feel for Luke and what he's having to go through in that scene.
Yeah, that's probably like one of my favorite dual finales for a trilogy like that.
Yeah.
Such a suspense waiting for it. You know it's going to happen, and you just builds and builds, and
they just mess it up.
No, it was well done. Right. Well, when they took off Vader's mask, it kind of kills the moment because he just does not have that look. Right. He just is not convincing.
Yeah.
Well, I will tell you that would.
Return of the Living Dead is his favorite 80s movie. Happy holidays to you too, Glenn.
Hey guys, Return of the Living.
What year was that? Hi Shane.
These people from
Vader Jewel is the emotional heart of the. Yes, it absolutely is.
Is this from Sambo Theater?
No, he's one of my subscribers. Yeah, he's from Ireland.
Oh, that's right, because we're both streaming on your channel and mine. I forgot.
You forgot.
I forgot. Crikey.
I'm not sure what year that was.
85.
85.
Glenn says 85. The Return of the Living Dead. I'm taking his word for it.
Well, we will talk about that when we get to 85.
Yeah.
Because 85 had another bunch of great films that year.
83 has Sleepaway Camp.
83?
The first one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why did I think the first one was so much earlier?
I know. Yeah. I'm pretty positive.
You're probably right, Corey, because you're really good about this. Let me see.
So Matt Rice, did you see episode 6 of Star Wars?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I'm going to assume you've seen all of them?
Yes, even the ones you don't like, but that's for another time.
Yeah. And Matt Air still continues to Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker.
What?
Okay,
what is
Matt.
that? What is that? What movies are you talking about? I've never heard of them.
For if Matt Air was here, he would definitely mention the.
Yeah, he would.
Of course he would.
One.
He likes to grind gears.
He sure does. He definitely
That's
does.
why I like Matt.
A gear grinder.
Gear grinder. He's good at it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, Return of the Jedi. I mean, that's the blockbuster. So.
Yeah, biggest hit of that year.
Trying to think. I looked at a list.
Well,
I've got a list of the top box office.
There's something called terms of
endearment. Yeah. That's a drama.
Forgot about that. Is Nicholson in that? He's in that, but he's not the main.
Oh, is he?
I've wanted to watch it, just never got around to it.
You're right. He is. Danny DeVito and Jeff Daniels as well.
Oh, okay.
It's based off of a novel. I only have a vague memory of this movie. I just remember I wasn't super crazy about it. It's, character drama, and I'm not generally drawn to those.
I just want to see it because Jack Nicholson's in it.
It's Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
Not the Beast.
Scarface, that was a big one. I'm not huge into that movie. I'm not.
Nope. I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's.
Not interested.
No, I'm not. I don't know why.
Well, I was going to say maybe it's because you don't like mob movies, but you like The Departed.
I do. Well, no, I love Goodfellas. Goodfellas is like one of my favorite movies of all time.
I thought The Departed, you loved it. Say what?
I do like The Departed. I do, but I like Goodfellas is my favorite mob movie. I mean, it's.
Yeah, it does have a sad ending, Shane. I remember.
I think you would like it.
The Departed or Goodfellas?
Goodfellas.
It's possible I've seen that and I just don't remember.
Yeah, well, it's like Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci, and De Niro. I mean, to me, it's kind of just like part of it's like a coming of age story too. It's just I don't know. It's a movie to where, I mean, even if you don't like mob movies, this kind of breaks the mainstream mold. Anyways, back to Scarface. It's not, to me, it's not really like a mob movie. It's kind of just this one guy. It technically is, but I don't know.
Yes, Donnie Brasco is great. Donnie Brasco, is that a movie?
That is. Johnny Depp was in that.
That's
based on a true story. He's actually an undercover cop in the mob.
I vaguely remember that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That one's good.
I've seen parts of it, but not all of it.
Yeah. Yeah, Scarface is pretty brutal. It's got some pretty brutal scenes. There's some cool scenes, but
I've seen clips.
Never was my favorite.
Okay.
Al Pacino is not really a favorite of mine. So that's probably another thing that just hasn't pulled me to it. Plus he's a gangster and it just ties into that whole, the mob stuff. And I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess it depends on the film, to be honest.
Just if you never watch one, just watch Goodfellas with me.
Gosh. If I watch Goodfellas, it will be because of Ray Liotta. Because I like him.
Yeah.
I'm in love with his eyeballs.
That's his
I love
best
his
movie.
eyes.
That is his magnum. That's his movie.
You think?
Yeah, that's his.
Donnie Brasco is a snitch. A Scarface is about cocaine drug lords. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really like not a Goodfellas or anything like that.
Well, let me ask you this: in Goodfellas, the people.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we talking about a movie that's not even in '83? Here we go.
Let's get back to 1980.
Here we go again. We always get off track.
Okay, Flashdance. Have you heard of that?
Oh yes, that was big. I remember that.
Really?
Yeah, the theme song was big too.
What's it about?
It's about no, Flashdance. I'm sorry. Wait. Yeah. It is. Flashdance is about a girl, like she's kind of on the wrong side of the tracks, poor type girl. She aspires to be a dancer, but I don't think she's been classically trained or anything like that. She dances in not really a strip club. It's not a strip club, but it's like she just dances. That's the very famous. Okay, Arturo, I know you know this one. We're Goodfellas. Listen to me.
You want to see it?
Deadpool is sitting on the chair and he pulls a thing and a bunch of bullets fall down on him.
That
comes from the Flashdance movie where she sits on a chair and she pulls a thing and all this water falls down on her, and of course she's in this.
Maniac, or was this at the actual Flashdance
Maniac
song?
No, the Flashdance song was
because they were both big. Yeah.
Yeah, both of those songs were big. Maniac, I can't remember when she was dancing. That just might have been something she was dancing to by herself.
I've not seen it personally.
Oh,
that's okay.
We got another series. Another series that carried into the 70s. From 70s into the 80s, and that is Dirty Harry: Sudden Impact.
Oh, that came out in '83.
Yeah, Sudden Impact. I think this is the fourth one.
I think so.
Was there one more after that, right?
Yeah, and then one more, but that's like years after.
Harry in it.
Yeah,
and that's the last one.
88, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. So I haven't seen Sudden Impact. The only Dirty Harry movie I've ever seen was the first one. But Mom, you've seen Sudden Impact, I believe.
I have. I don't remember the storyline, honestly. Okay, Shane is clarifying that she was dancing in an erotic club, wasn't a strip club. Oh yeah, that's right. She was a welder. I completely forgot about that. Oh, it was directed by the same person who did 9.5 Weeks. Did not know that.
Now, the only thing I know about that movie from Dirty Harry is that one line where he's like, "Go ahead."
He explains, "It's a serial killer disguised."
Is there? Okay, what's the one with like 3 cops that are bad?
I thought that was
like
the second
cops. Was that the second one?
I thought it was
rookie cops. But,
yeah.
Okay,
it's part of the Dirty Harry. Okay.
Yeah.
Like I remember most of the plots on each of them, but I don't remember which one was which one.
Well, obviously,
that's first and last.
Yeah.
I only clearly remember the first one, which was that sniper guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's the same dude who played in the Hellraiser.
Was he? Okay.
I think that was him.
Oh, Sudden Impact.
Yep.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I do know this storyline now. Yep. I know the storyline. She kind of goes a little haywire.
Crazy.
Oh, she goes vigilante, huh?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah. I remember all this. I just can't piece them. Which
female
one?
Partner. Yeah, the one with the female partner.
That might have been maybe the third one. That's the
one with what's her name in it? Oh shoot!
Like I said, I haven't seen all the
darkish brown hair.
Fine Daily, yeah.
I did see that clip of her. Yeah, she had dark brown.
Yeah, I enjoy about all of them. Maybe because I saw him young.
Yeah, I mean, I like Dirty Harry. He's so much fun.
Yeah, and he doesn't. He takes things in his. Yeah, right. Robert De Niro, the king of comedy, 1983.
Thank you for the shout out. I love that movie.
Yeah, I know. It's like eventually that was going to come up because Corey loves it.
Oh,
we talked about that a little bit before.
Yeah. Hi, Lauren.
Hi, Lauren.
Yeah, forgot you mentioned that King of Comedy came out that year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought it was okay. but that's just me.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. I just think it's kind of funny. I don't know. Just
funny.
Character.
I thought it would be. It was a Martin Scorsese film, right?
Yeah.
I'd say it's kind of funny in a scary way.
Well, De Niro, he's just tone deaf. De Niro's just completely tone deaf.
I know.
Yeah. Like he's just oblivious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it ends well, and I don't know. I thought it worked well.
I felt that way that it ended appropriately.
Yeah.
There's something called Trading Places.
Oh yeah.
I have not seen that. Never seen that.
Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And was it Dan Aykroyd?
Yeah. Some people say it could be a Christmas movie. I don't know because I've not seen it all. I guess it takes place during Christmas.
I just remember that they
Yeah, I don't know. It's even less of one than Die Hard, though. That's how I hear it.
Die Hard's the only Christmas movie that counts, as far as I'm concerned. Joker it isn't good to watch it. Yeah, it can be triggering. It could be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Shane says you must see Trading Places.
I want to. I want to.
Wasn't he Eddie Murphy? Was he a homeless man or a scam artist or something? And he trades positions with Dan Aykroyd.
So.
I don't remember. I've only seen it once.
Mm-hmm.
The whole way.
Yeah, I think that's the scheme of it.
It feels like this was sort of the beginning of Eddie Murphy kind of starting to become big. Had Beverly Hills Cop come out yet? I don't think it had.
No, I don't think it had
yet.
That's
the next year. That's 84.
Okay, 84.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 48 Hours, but I don't know if that was like a big hit. I feel like Trading Places was a kind of a big hit.
Now, there's another thing here.
Fair Lady. It's like a different take on My Fair Lady, I guess.
What's that?
I'm assuming he's talking about Trading Places.
Oh.
There's another thing here called. Have you ever heard of War Games?
My mom likes that movie quite a bit. I watched it. I thought it was pretty good.
What's it about?
We watched that in school, actually.
Oh,
but
really?
I never saw the ending of it because the day they were going to finish it, I guess for some reason I wasn't in school. Maybe I was sick. But it's about Skynet.
Yeah, do they accidentally hack it?
They hack into it, and the computer starts to feel like this is very vague memory. You guys, correct me if I'm not remembering it accurately.
Yeah, in a while.
But the computer starts to sense that it's an actual, real war. Yeah, that's a quote from. It feels like there's an actual real war getting ready to happen, or something like that, and it's going to like bomb the crap out of, I can't remember, Russia or whatever. And so it apparently gets really, really tense. So Magnum Force was the dirty cops.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought I remember that. It was that one. Yeah, I have not seen that film. To be honest, Mom, what did you do in 1983 when it came to the entertainment world? I know you were kind of.
What did you do?
What did I do? I didn't do much.
I did nothing.
I didn't have a TV. we weren't living where we are now, and so we hadn't started, like I said, renting things from the library, putting them up on projectors, blasting it up on the wall. We didn't have a VCR yet. We didn't start doing all that until 84. So I was peripherally aware of stuff, but wasn't really, super into entertainment sort of things as far as that goes.
Now we have a James Bond movie with
Never Say Never Again.
Is that?
Oh yeah, Risky Business. That's right. I remember.
Octopus.
Octopus. Yeah. Wait, I thought it was Never Say Never Again.
Right. Well, maybe. Wait, hold on. No, it just says Octopussy. Which one of?
Are you sure, Arturo?
Yeah, it says Octopussy.
I'm seeing here that Never Say Never Again came out in 83, and I don't think they've had two Bond movies.
Well, it says it's a James Bond movie, the 13th in the James Bond series.
What?
Was there two?
That makes no. Wait a second.
Was it two different Bonds or the same?
It was okay. So Never Say Never was Sean Connery, but Octopussy was Roger Moore. I am so confused, you guys. When did this come out?
Did Connery like come back for this one?
Yes, and I think that might be the one.
Yeah. Oh. Because it wasn't like he'd been there up until this, right?
I think no, Roger Moore.
Yeah, he came back for this one.
Okay. This is the one with Kim Basinger in it. They really did have two? Wait, I thought it was the one with Kim Basinger in it.
Ricky Business. Did we talk about that one already?
I was about to mention that.
What's that one about?
Tom Cruise messing around.
Basically. I mean, this is his first big movie, I would say.
I think that was.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's. Well, okay. Luca stealing stuff off my desk.
I mean, I'm sure he was in something before this, possibly, but.
Yeah, June. It was June of 1980.
And Never Say Never Again was October, so they did have to. How
they wanted them to duel. They wanted to see who would.
Ready, fight, fatality.
I wonder who did. Actually, I wonder who did better.
Octopus did because it was number 6 in the box office.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay.
But do you remember what that one was about, Mom? Octopus.
Octopussy. It's been playing on my Pluto TV James Bond channel. They kind of have all the James Bond movies on loop. I don't remember the storyline. I think
so many.
I know. They run all together. The only ones I can remember clearly is From Russia with Love, fairly clearly, and of course Skyfall, which has now become my favorite James Bond movie.
Oh, by the way, there's another film here called Staying Alive. Staying Alive.
Oh my gosh, I think that has a 0% on Rotten.
You know what? I did not realize that was an 83 movie. I thought it was in the 70s. I did a reaction to people reacting to the video, the Staying Alive video. People that did not realize that the beat has been on loop in my head ever since then.
Yeah, because the song is from the 70s.
Yeah, is it from the 70s?
Well, that song is from Saturday Night Fever. So this is like the sequel to Saturday Night Fever.
Oh yeah, it does say right
Saturday
here.
Night Fever is good. Like that was a good movie. This one I think was a sequel that was horrible.
Okay,
but it
I didn't realize that. I completely forgot.
It's number 8 in the box office.
It might be, but just look at. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is renowned to be horrible.
But the actor,
John Travolta.
The actor looks familiar.
John Travolta.
Yeah. I was gonna say that was him. Matt Rice, have you seen any of these films from 1983?
I've only seen two of which you haven't said. Independence Day and Mr. Mom, and that's it.
Independence Day and Mr. Mom.
That's a good way to put Risky Business, I think. A Teenage Home Alone.
Yeah, Mr. Mom.
Yeah, that's Michael Keaton.
Wait, I didn't realize this. Never Say Never is a remake of Thunderball from '64.
Really?
I did not realize that. Okay.
Interesante.
What? No way. Is this true?
Can we get a percentage on Rotten Tomatoes for that?
Really?
So I can sleep tonight.
Okay. But he said, Shane says that Sylvester Stallone directed Stick. Did he really?
Goodness gracious.
No. Let me see. Oh my God. Yes, he did. He did. Maybe that's why it was so bad.
Wow.
Oh, that's so funny. I did not know that. My goodness, you learned something.
Every day.
Okay, let me see. I'm going to check Rotten Tomatoes for you, Corey.
Have you heard of Betrayal, the 1983 film?
That does not ring a bell.
I've heard of that.
Okay, it came out in February.
Oh, Corey, it's got a 0% from the official critics. And the audience score gives it 39. So, wow. Yeah, it basically, most people thought it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
Oh, wait a minute. I got something for you. Hold on.
Clemmy got drugging.
Oh, there's another. Okay, so there was a Superman 3
Superman
and a Porky's 2.
Porky's 2 was 83. Okay.
Okay. I want you to look at this.
Okay.
See the man.
Oh yeah.
Do you see him?
Yeah.
It's just beautiful.
You have it?
Yeah, it's just a book. It's a book with like 100 John Travolta pictures.
Yeah, you remember in one of his videos, Corey was showing that.
It's hilarious.
No, I forgot. Okay, I must have not seen that video
Yeah,
all the way.
Yeah.
That's right. He did. I forgot.
I go to sleep with this at night.
Yeah, you go to sleep with it. Okay.
Oh my gosh, Corey, you're freaking me out.
Yeah. Anyways.
And then there was the Twilight Zone movie. Now, this is the one I think we discussed.
We talked about this last time.
Mm-hmm.
That was it. Yeah.
Incident
Well, Mom, if you want to talk about it again, since we're in 1983.
Well, Corey knows the story now. He didn't at the time.
Yeah.
And basically, it was probably most. I'm surprised you didn't hear about this, Corey, quite honestly.
No. And it didn't ring a bell when you said it, so I don't.
I remember.
As much as you're in the 80s.
I know.
The 80s.
I can't know it all.
I didn't know the actor, but I remember it made headlines. You know, you'd see things in the supermarket, you know. But so basically, they were filming the Twilight Zone movie, and Victor Morrow, I think that's his name, Vic Morrow.
Mm-hmm.
He was running across this pond area with these two little child actors, and something wonky happened with the helicopter, and when it fell, the blades killed them, all three of them, and decapitated at least one of the children's heads, I think.
Mm.
And it was really terrible. And the director, who's John Landis, he's the same one who directed Michael Jackson's Thriller music video, and also the Bad music video, I believe. He was brought to court, could have gone to jail for it. I don't remember the exact outcome as far as I don't think he spent any time in jail, but I don't remember if he had to pay any sort of settlement or whatever. But they found all sorts of like just things that hadn't been handled very well on set with regard to safety and stuff like that. And so, yeah. And then later I did see the movie, and no, they don't show that particular scene itself, you know, but as far as the helicopter coming down, and as that obviously wasn't supposed to happen for the story.
Right.
They had to do some, you know, tricky editing, I guess, to clean things up.
Now, there's actually 3. Okay, so one's, I believe, crap. The other 2 are good. Well, one's good, and one, you know, Mom, you've seen this in your school. So we got Jaws 3D.
Blowout.
That came out in 83. Yeah.
I'm getting distracted by the comments that reminds me of things. Yeah, this is the one I was telling you about before, Corey. I think maybe the last time or the time before.
What?
The movie Blowout.
Yeah, I've seen it once.
Okay,
have we seen Jaws? Have any of you guys seen Jaws 3D?
Yes.
I didn't watch it in 3D, but
Is it a piece of shite?
More than.
Yes.
Okay.
Handling the critical drinkers videos, Arturo. Is that what we're doing?
I mean, it's kind of worth a watch because it's just
bad.
Funny. It's bad. Dennis Quaid's in it.
Oh, I forgot he was in that.
Yeah.
Now,
I didn't know him as an actor. Didn't know who he was at the time.
Yeah.
Now, another film that I actually forgot was in 83 was Psycho 2.
Yeah, I was going to mention that also. A very good sequel to come out 23 years later.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty decent. I remember I really liked that.
That could have been.
I liked it. It's just that I don't want to say, it's just the way the plot finishes. It's like, okay.
Yeah. That movie could have been a lot worse than it was.
Yeah, but I liked it.
Chitty Bang Bang. Ian Fleming wrote Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
And the other thing is they're considering this a movie or a music video, Michael Jackson's Thriller. And we in the podcast, my mom already explained this. So by the time you're listening to this podcast will be out, you could go there, listen to my mom ramble about how she saw it for the first time and got really scared as a kid because of a werewolf in the video.
Werewolves used to scare me.
But she found Michael Jackson very, very, very sassy.
I thought he was absolutely beautiful.
There's my point.
And I wasn't exposed to stuff like that before. It was completely, I had seen that sort of stuff. I'd never seen a music video before.
Yeah, especially in that video, his face is just like bright and it's just cheerful almost,
Yeah, the way he
smile,
popcorn, and the girls getting all scared.
Yeah, that's classic music video.
Yeah.
Was this the same year as Billie Jean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because it was from his album, the Thriller album.
Mm-hmm. Okay. When did the music video come out? The same year, 83?
Okay, then was the album 82? We were talking about this.
And
maybe maybe it was 83.
I thought the album was 83. It was.
Or maybe like some singles came out in 82.
No. It was late 82, Corey.
Okay.
November of 82. And I remember that he was up for a lot of awards at the Grammy in 84.
He won
he won a crap ton, and we're living where we are now, and we didn't have TV, and I knew the Grammys were coming. By then, I was a bit obsessed with Michael Jackson. It was 84. Anyway, so Mom and I and Matthew and Timothy, we all get in our little car because Dad was out at the time. Mm-hmm. And we drive down to Grandma's house, and somehow we end up being able to watch the Grammys on Grandma's TV.
Cool. Well, of all the Grammys to watch, that's probably the one.
Oh, I remember that was. Yeah, that was. I think he might have gone with Brooke Shields that year.
See, that's a good memory.
He had Emmanuel Lewis on his arm. Yeah. He did the first moonwalk at the Grammy. I don't think it was the Grammy Awards.
It was at
Motown.
Yeah, the Motown.
Billie Jean. The first time I heard Michael Jackson was that song, Billie Jean at my love. That was first one.
On that album. Did you know that Paris is getting into music now?
I did not.
She's probably been into it, but she's released her first album, and I listened to her music video a couple weeks ago. Surprisingly, she has an absolutely beautiful voice, and the song is really decent. And I've listened to some of her other music, and sounds really. She has a sound to her music that is different. That is, I wouldn't say unusual. I would say it's definitely different from what I would expect from her, because she's got all these tats and piercings and rings. I would expect something more heavy metal type from her, but no, it's very.
Very out.
Who is this, Mom?
Who is who?
The girl you're talking about.
His daughter, Paris.
Oh, Michael Jackson's daughter.
Yeah, I mean, I jumped from Michael. I mean, we're still on the Michael Jackson subject.
There's another thing here. Mickey's Christmas Carol.
Yeah, that was 83.
Yeah, it's got high ratings.
It's just like a 26-minute. It's not really a movie, but it's 83.
Have you heard of Liquid Sky? I don't even know what. Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Shane, are you talking about Paris? She has a YouTube channel. You should go check out her. I can't remember the name of the song that I saw. Maybe I'll put it in the chat if anybody wants to check it. I don't know. I thought it was a nice sound.
DC Cab. Have you heard of that?
You're just going down through a list, aren't you?
Yeah.
Corey, you need to bring up a list and look at
DC Cab. It looks like it's got the guy from A-Team in it.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know it.
I'm gonna pull up Paris's.
Ringing Bell, an animated flick. Well, that's 78. Why are they putting 78 on here?
Cujo. That was 83.
Oh, another Stephen King.
There's Dead Zone also.
That's right. I knew that. I saw that. That was actually playing last night.
Really? Yeah, both pretty good.
TV.
Oh, The Dead Zone, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher Walken.
Here we go.
I have never seen that movie. I seen my mom watch the TV version of that.
Yeah, the show. The movie is pretty true to the book, from what I can remember.
To the book, okay. And then there's Romantic Comedy, 1983.
What is that noise?
What? Yeah, I don't know.
It sounds like chickens in the background.
None over here.
Bark, bark, bark.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, Corey, you should probably have your earbuds on.
It's not me. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it's.
I hear it.
I gotta go find that list of movies again.
Well, it's not as bad as the last time. The last time we did this, or the last time there was just all that clicking. It sounded like someone was messing with the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
1936. Wait, what? DC. Is Victor one of your other subscribers, Mom? Victor? What's he meaning? 1936? Is that a film or a book from 83?
I am not sure. Paris Jackson and the Moonwalk was originally a blues. The Moonwalk was. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at one of his earlier comments. He said the Moonwalk was originally by a blues man in 1963. So it wasn't something that.
And the Moon.
What he was dancing like that. Paris Jackson was Michael's daughter, and then he was also adding that the Moonwalk was originally by a man in 63. I did not realize that.
I guess, is there any other 83 movie to discuss? Because
Valley Girl that came out. It's okay. Nicolas Cage. I don't know if you've seen that, Segal. Not my favorite.
I thought about it.
Yeah, it's not my favorite. There's a chicken running around somewhere here.
You hear it too. It does sound like.
Yeah.
Well, there's no chicken in my house, that's for sure.
And my ratties are quiet right now when they're not stealing.
I was thinking they were chewing on something. That's why I was like,
it's not them. Oh, Moonwalk in 1936. Oh, okay.
1936.
So we talked about Sleepaway Camp for a little bit.
So when was the first time you saw Sleepaway Camp?
Me?
Yes.
It wasn't that long ago, I don't think. I mean, it's been a few years.
So how shocked were you by the ending?
Fairly shocked. I mean, I didn't see it coming that I remember, so it was kind of
I actually think I saw Sleepaway Camp 2 first and never saw Sleepaway Camp 1, and I never even really heard about it. I mean, obviously I should have logically known there was a Sleepaway Camp 1 if there was a 2. Right. But I think I saw some video, maybe it was on from Looper, and it was about most shocking endings or something like that, and they mentioned that. So of course I got to. I mean, that was a huge spoiler.
Yeah, I don't remember like how I first heard of it, or because it's not like one that's talked about outside of the horror people really anymore. Like how Nightmare on Elm Street is talked about. And
yeah, that's because I guess. I don't know why. Because it's she's been on Joe Bob before.
And that might have been where I saw it and like, hey, I'm gonna go watch this. Maybe Joe Bob. I don't know. Yeah, I was a little shocked. Arturo, have you seen that?
No.
Is it a horror movie?
Yes,
yeah, it's like
no idea what we're talking about when we talk about
what's it called again? I don't think I've seen it.
Sleepaway Camp.
I don't want to give away.
I mean, it's okay. It's not great. It's not
It's just your typical 80s,
Yeah.
80s horror slasher sort of.
80s horror, then yeah, it's great.
Oh well, we know what's going to happen with characters that do what. That's typical.
You don't know this one, I don't think.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that Jamie Lee Curtis was in Trading Places. I forgot.
Yeah, okay.
I completely forgot that.
Interesante. Mom, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood was actually going on.
Yes, I used to watch it.
Huh?
Yeah, that was still on whenever I was young.
The people above us we lived in a basement apartment when we first moved to the state or back to the state. And she would take care of us after school. And I would watch Mr. Rogers and I'd put on my thinking cap.
Hello, neighbor.
Oh.
Yeah, that was still on whenever I was younger.
There's something here called T.J. Hooker.
Yes. We talked about that before.
Okay, well, this went on from 82 to 86, so this was still going on.
And Heather Locklear. I think that was her name. Oh, Corey went dark.
I'm here. I was trying to look up something.
Oh, that's right. You can't. She said that. Jamie Lee Curtis, really? I remember she did a nude thing, but I forgot what movie it was in.
So here's a movie I am. Oh, what were you saying?
Her kids through college. Was she? Well, college was a lot cheaper then. Yeah, Heather Locklear, William Shatner. Yeah.
A movie I want to see that I've not gotten around to seeing is Videodrome. Have you seen that, Cinema?
It sounds like something that was probably playing while I was working.
Yeah, James Woods is in it, but I've not seen it.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you the plot now.
What in the world?
I know. I swear it sounds like chickens. Matt, do you have chickens in your room?
No.
Where is it coming from? We must have a chicken audience somewhere.
You don't have anything like Javier and Arturelia aren't playing a game with chickens in the other room?
No, they're playing Smash Brothers.
What in the heck?
A movie we talked about the other day, Lone Wolf McQuade.
Oh, okay. That was 83. That's right.
Yeah, a movie I liked. Yep,
Speaking of video games, I will mention this in this episode because this does tie into a specific film, E.T. Most people know about this story, but the E.T. game was a disaster.
I almost killed games, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yep.
It nearly did. And, Corey mentioned it before that there's like an area where they buried it all.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
It's not Luca. It's not the ratties making this noise, I promise. I have no idea.
That's what I was thinking, though. It was Luca doing it.
Luca is actually asleep, and Popo's just bobbing her head up and around.
Just looking.
Looking around.
How about we see
her Jamie Lee Curtis's nude scene?
Okay.
Someone thought it was Trading Places.
So there's a lot of shows that came out in 80 or that were going through 83, but I'm pretty sure none of you guys have seen any of these TV shows except for TJ Hooker. Friends, Super Friends was still going until 86.
This must be Videodrome.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Arturo. I'm reading the comments because it's reminding me.
I think it's kind of got a little bit of a cult status at this point.
Yeah, I completely forgot he was in that.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Arturo. What were you saying?
Well, I was just saying that most of these TV shows, none of you guys have really seen. I haven't seen except you recognize TJ Hooker, which was going through 83. You still have Super Friends, Knight Rider. Was that still going?
I don't remember.
I'm sure if it was just started the year before. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it started in 82. Yeah, it went through 86.
And, I've already mentioned this a few times now. Magnum was still going.
Hill Street Blues.
The only show I can think of. Most of these shows I don't. Well, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood still going. 83.
1 to 87. I remember that show actually. I remember it was a cop show.
Now there's something here called MASH. Now this started in 72, but it ended in 83. Have you heard of this? MASH? It looks familiar.
Yeah, I talked about that a little bit.
Mm-hmm. The episode, the final episode.
Yeah, how that was a big deal. I'm pretty sure.
My dad loved that show.
Yeah, Magnum was going on. I love Magnum.
Oh, I think my dad and me watched it all the way through like 5 times when he was sick.
The final episode of MASH?
No,
the whole
series.
Oh, dang.
I mean, there's nothing you can really do when you're sick.
Just watch MASH, I guess.
True. Just sit around. Watch
MASH.
What is MASH about? Vietnam? Looks like.
No, Korea.
Korea.
Okay.
Korean War.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, the movie. It was a TV show based on the movie. I'm pretty sure it was
something
Korea.
Called MASH ? Yeah. Yeah, MASH was a pretty big deal. Sure.
I mean, I've seen it float around like on old like channels that play old shows, and I think I saw it when I was skimming through, but didn't know what it was.
It was a comedy, but there was also a serious side to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
because of the war.
And the reason that what was the character's name? Was it Klinger?
Yeah,
the one.
I think so, yes.
Sorry, who was a cross-dresser?
Yes.
He did that because he wanted to be sent home so they would think he was crazy. I remember that. So he dressed as a woman. It didn't work. Kept him there. He didn't get sent home. I mean, I don't know what ended up happening with his character. You could tell us, Matt.
It's been so long. I don't think he was ever sent home, but I could be wrong.
Okay, it says, Shane says, well, of course, that MASH stands for Mobile Army Surgical Hospital, which I kind of knew that it stood for something like that. It took place in Korea, but it was really a commentary about Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, Korea and those conflicts were kind of the same. It was like a stalemate, except with the outcome of Korea is that at least we saved South Korea, because Korea was taken over. They basically took the whole thing until we came and pushed them all the way back up, and then it was just a stalemate. So, yeah. I mean, there was. I wouldn't say we won. It was just treaty this, treaty that, but we saved at least one part of the country. Vietnam was a different story, but okay, Hawkeye, interesting.
Hawkeye looks like your dad for real.
What?
Glenn says Hawkeye was a character in MASH. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was that Alan Alda's character? Hawkeye?
What's that?
Was Hawkeye Alan Alda's character? I was asking Matt.
Oh, I don't know any actors. I'm being honest.
Okay, I'm not going to ask you anymore. I won't even.
I mean, he's only seen the series 5 times, but
yeah.
I mean, I don't pay attention to the actors because I just don't. It's just my thing.
Okay, you just watch the opening theme song and then the
credits. Yes. There you go. I like some of the characters.
Yeah,
but I don't pay attention to most actors.
Yeah. So Victor says yes. That's right. Loretta Swift was Hot Lips Houlihan. I remember her. And someone else played her character in the movie. I forget who it was. I'll know her name as soon as I see it. But anyway, yeah, that was a pretty big show. Of course, at the time there wasn't like cable TV with 500 channels that you could choose from. So
there's too many shows now. There's almost too many shows now.
Yeah.
What to do with
you can't keep up with all of them.
Mm-mm.
Like how Papa said, I can't keep up.
Yeah. I was gonna say one thing back at Lone Wolf McQuade, how I mean, not really about that movie, but a lot of people consider the golden age of horror to be in the 80s, or I do. But I feel like it was also the golden age of action movies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because you had Chuck Norris, you had Stallone, you had Arnold, Bruce Willis, if you count him. You had all these guys.
Harrison Ford.
Steven Seagal, he came at the end of it. Yeah, all these action guys. To me, that's the golden age of that genre, too. Chuck Norris had his movies. Arnold was really, I'd say Arnold was on top.
Oh, he was numero uno.
Yeah. I mean, some people, I guess, would argue Stallone was. I wouldn't make that argument, but, you know, it can be. I don't even think it can be made, but that's just me.
I mean, his First Blood and Rocky, which Rocky isn't really an action.
Yeah. No. I mean, I know Cobra and a few other things, but no. And Bruce Willis, I mean, he had Die Hard, but I don't know. You know, Charles Bronson.
He wasn't your typical action hero. Bruce Willis, when he came along with Die Hard, it was almost like he was the embodiment, but later action heroes were going to be, which was like your normal type of, sort of normal type of.
More, yeah, that was kind of the beginning of the, I guess, down to earth.
Yeah, because Stallone and Schwarzenegger, they were all muscle bound.
They were like, it was almost like WWF, like superheroes almost, you know, like wrestling people. Then you had Steven Seagal at the end of the decade, you know, if you count him, which I get, he was a pretty big action star, I guess. I know a lot of people don't like him, but he kind of went into the 90s.
Yes, right. I remember Moonlighting.
Mm-hmm.
That he was. Oh, did you put that up and then I hit it? Sorry. Yes, I remember Moonlighting. I remember that. That was the first time I ever saw Bruce.
But we're jumping like years into.
I know. Here we go again.
Well, I mean, we are, but not really. I mean,
okay.
Happen, you know, kind of all this stuff sort of ties in together.
I can't
Yes, absolutely.
All the put the cookie down. Do it now.
I mean, this was kind of the beginning of the golden era of action. Maybe 83 was the beginning. I don't know, you know, because
like, well, Conan came out. What was it? 82? Did we say?
Yeah, we did 82.
And then Terminator will be the next year. It's right around this. 83 is kind of
like the.
This is really kind of like the start of the 80s. You know?
Yeah. I feel the same way. Like a lot of the. It just feels like it's kind of now the 80s are getting into their groove.
Yeah, we're there.
They're what's the word?
It's just all the characteristics of the 80s are kind of beginning. Yeah. Anything that's unique to the 80s is kind of really coming to form here.
Yeah.
Especially like also in music. I mean, I feel like this was really kind of, because I was kind of looking before we did this. I mean, this is really, you got Duran Duran culture, huh?
You did some show prep?
Yeah, a little bit. Thriller, Duran, New Wave, Madonna was about to get big. I mean, all these, it was kind of like the beginning of the 80s, as you
was just around the corner.
Yeah, 83 is kind of like, right there.
83 started the hair bands.
Def Leppard, Pyromania came out by Def Leppard. Yeah, it was really kind of, I guess, I don't know, technically the start, but sort of like it. Mm-hmm. I know Motley Crue had an album that year.
I will tell you this, guys. My mom missed almost all these awesome stuff that came out in the 80s, and 83, I guess, is one of those years because she didn't have a dang TV.
No, I didn't.
Movie theaters.
Well, if you didn't have a TV, then you didn't have MTV.
No, I didn't. I only had MTV.
TV, no MTV.
That's
We're jumping to 87 now. You know what that means? No MTV.
Yeah.
Oh, Saturday Night Live. What was going on Saturday Night Live?
The TV guide.
Oh, yeah, the TV guide.
You get it?
Yeah. We're just gonna. We'll just talk about this movie the whole rest of the way. But anyways, we got like 4 more episodes to go.
Yeah. But what about Saturday Night Live? Anything special that year?
Oh, and I mean that thing has been
nothing new. Like
yeah.
I just brought it up in '80 because of Murphy, but not nothing. Just the same old. Murphy was still carrying the ship. Yeah, MTV. Yeah, Shout at the Devil, The Police. I think Bowie had his big album when he kind of went mainstream.
Bowie.
Yeah, like the Let's Dance and all that.
Oh yeah. See, I wasn't really into Bowie at that point. I didn't get into Bowie until I saw Labyrinth.
We'll get to that year soon. We'll get to that year soon.
Yeah, '83. If you look at it, that's really like in music. That's kind of the start of just the '80s in general. '82 kind of, but.
Did he?
No, Glenn, that was a reference to me talking about Conan. I was talking about Conan the Barbarian with Arnold. If that's what that's referring to. And yeah, Conan O'Brien was in the '90s. I'm pretty sure because I did used to watch some of his stuff. We actually didn't get a TV until the late '90s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you missed out a lot.
Well, I mean, I was aware of things, but there was a lot of stuff that I wasn't exposed to.
Now, in the car, what would the radio be like?
For me?
In the car, right? Yeah, just you with...
All right, everybody. She's the only one that grew up in the '80s. She would know everything about it.
I'm derelict.
I'm listening with your family on a car ride. What would be played in the car?
Oh, typically news because it would be my dad in control of the radio. So it was news. Sometimes tapes, those was it 8-track? Is it 8-track? Those real big clunky things.
Yeah.
Put them in thing. I remember you used to listen to Bonnie Tyler.
Speaking of Bonnie Tyler,
Ronstadt.
Total Eclipse of the Heart came out in '83.
Oh, did it?
It did.
Okay.
Yeah, speaking of her.
See, I forget all of these when all these things came out.
Did Papa or did your dad let your mom have a chance to use the radio? I mean, I know how he is about stuff. This is like a he said, she said thing. Another one.
Yeah.
If it was just my mom driving and it was just my mom and me, or my mom, me, and my brothers, then she would typically turn it on a music station.
Wow. So back then, your mom was into the music and your dad's still into the news.
I was tired of the news stuff, and to me as a kid, the news stuff was, boring.
Right.
And now the news stuff is annoying. I just stay away from it.
So probably if you were listening to any music, it would have been, I guess, the pop channels, or I'm sure your mom wasn't listening to Def Leppard.
No, she was not. So yeah,
the
pop channels. Yeah, the pop channels.
Okay. No, that was my dad who would do that. Yeah, he loved his rock and roll.
Yeah, '80s rock. I mean, really is unique. Hair bands and to where we are now.
Yeah, I still care.
'80s music in general.
Isn't that from Total Eclipse of the Heart? Isn't that what that, or is that not?
Yeah.
No? Okay. Yeah.
Now, sadly, Matt Ayer can't fill in the gap here for the anime industry. I'll tell you this: there was the creator of Inuyasha had one thing that came out in '83. When I edit the video, I'll put all the pictures of the animes that came out this year. There's one anime I know came out in the '80s that had a reference to pop culture. I don't know if it was an OVA, but it had Darth Vader in it and stormtroopers. It was a pop. Yeah. Actually, let me find. I think this is it. I'm not sure. I'll put a link into the private chat. But
you could put it up in the public too, in case anybody else wants to check it out.
Yeah, I mean, I could do that. If anybody knows anime, maybe you guys can let me know if this is the thing I'm talking about, because I just remember it was like a music video, an anime OVA or music video. And this girl would she was dressed up in, what do you call those suits where they dress up as like a bunny almost? like a club.
Like a Playboy bunny?
Playboy bunny?
Yeah.
Dressed up like that. And she's going around, and at some point she's fighting with Darth Vader like a sword fight or something like that. It had
like fan made, or is this real?
Yeah, it is.
Was this a dream, Arturo? Was this a dream of yours?
No, this
actually put a link up. It was actually real.
It's real.
Oh, something else that started this year, you guys. Well, not this year, but the year we are talking about. It looks to me like, okay, yes, He-Man and the Masters of the Universe started in 1980. I had a crush on He-Man.
There you go. Oh. That's definitely 80s. That's
He-Man.
Absolutely. That was, I heard that. I can still hear it in my head, you know. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power. My goodness, his memories. Jeez.
Yeah, that's very 80s. Very 80s. That's what I'm saying. Kind of just the 80s are really getting into full form here.
Yeah.
One movie I did forget was Vacation. Chevy Chase.
Yeah, someone brought that up actually in the chat. Yeah, and I had seen that in the list.
Yes, I was correct. This anime had an X-Wing fighter in it too, Godzilla. It had every pop culture thing referenced in this animation. So that's pretty cool.
I was just responding to one of the somebody was asking about Warrant coming out that year. I thought it was later than that, but I'm not sure.
Oh, that's a band?
Yeah, Warrant. That's the album, but I thought it was after 83. I thought it was like
you could probably make yours because I'm still on.
I'm gonna like get a
Oh, Javier must have come in the room. Did you? Okay, I got to tell you something cute. Javier, he's so sweet. He has been working the whole time he's been here. He has been working on he's been making a gun, a wooden gun, not a real gun, from Terminator 2. The one where Arnold does the flip around thing, you know, because that gun was made specially for him.
Yeah.
He's been sneaking out to the wood shop and fashioning this gun. And because it's not together yet and Mom and Dad are leaving tomorrow, he wanted to show it to me before they left. And so he kind of laid it together on the table and got it sort of, you know. But as soon as I walked in, I saw the handle and it wasn't put together. So that looks like the handle of a gun. And then he put it together and I'm like, is that the gun from Terminator 2? I thought that was so cool. So I'm going to put it like as a prop back here.
I'm going to see that. Well, that's cool.
Along with the Todd McFarlane Terminator 2.
Yeah.
That's cool. Like we were trying to figure out a gift to get for my mom. And I was thinking maybe to buy the real gun or a poster from Terminator 2 because there were some cool posters I saw. But then he was looking and he was thinking of maybe making the gun and getting it.
He's good at that too.
That's cool.
So
I took a picture of it and I thought I sent the video on Facebook.
They took a video of me reacting to it. I'm not putting it up on my channel.
Come on.
I'll put it up. Don't worry. I'll put it up on my YouTube.
But yeah. So that was cool.
Do we have anything else to talk about 1983?
I'm sure there is, but
as soon as we
never ending.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I'm trying to talk about a whole year in the span of just basically a few minutes compared to, you know.
There, and I'm not familiar with a lot of TV shows from the decade, except I already told you.
Trying to think what else is 83 here.
Are you trying to think of 83 movies or 83?
Just anything in general that would have.
Scooby-Doo was.
Amityville 3D.
Okay. Oh, that film?
Yeah.
Did you see that one?
I have seen it. It's been playing up on the either Shudder or Pluto TV, one of the horror channels.
Now, my question to you, is that any good than the first one?
No, not really, but it's 80s horror and I like it. So
that that story really needs to have a better movie to it. There's not really been a movie to do that justice, I don't think.
You mean the Amityville story?
Yeah. I mean, even the 70s one wasn't. Yeah, WrestleMania 3, Hulk versus Andre. That's that was a pretty big deal because he lifted him up. He lifted him up and body slammed him. And what does he weigh? Like 600 pounds or something?
So Andre lifted him up, or
no? Hulk lifted Andre up. Yeah, and body slammed him. Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah, that was kind of a big moment. It's kind of cool because like the cameras. Yeah. So that
Wait, how the heck did he do that?
Yeah, that was real. I mean, he's a strong guy, but yeah, it's kind of cool because all the cameras are like flashing all at once.
Oh wow!
Pretty cool moment.
I was aware of wrestling because Grandpa.
Yeah.
He loved wrestling.
Yeah.
And so I knew of those guys, but I didn't know of this particular event. That's crazy.
That's kind of like a crossover, like a mainstream. Like it was kind of big.
Oh, did you order that, Glenn? Were you the one that asked where I got it from? Because someone had asked if I got it custom made, and I said I had gotten it at a shop on Etsy, and I posted the link. I love that shirt. That's so cool.
Have you got?
Oh, sorry, Arturo, you showed it too, and I'm sorry.
Stop it.
Wait, what?
Have you guys watched the Goldbergs? A show about a kid growing up in the 80s that's on the air right now.
I have not, but I've been hearing about it. I think my brother has been asking me.
I've watched a little bit of it. It was good. I want to watch it more. I just haven't gotten around to doing it.
Scarface.
He drew it out. Sorry, this is getting.
Yeah, we talked about
the gun.
It's like corner merch.
This is so he designed it. He designed it. He took a picture of it and drew it out and designed it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out when I get up.
So that's cool. All right, sorry.
And I hear the chicken.
It's like Sin's corner merch. Yeah, I wish I had designed that shirt. I was really excited to find that there was a shirt like that.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I've heard that story. He drank like a crazy amount of beers. Yeah, I've heard that story. Yeah.
I heard he was a really nice guy. And poor fella, he died several years back.
Yeah.
Is this the guy? Did he play in anything?
Yes, Arturelia, the Princess Bride.
That's what I was thinking you guys were talking about.
He's really, really big.
Yeah,
he's a French guy. He died in 93, it looks like.
Well, I can't. I really have nothing else to talk about in 83 unless you guys have something. I'm running out of ideas.
The blonde lady, Suzanne Summers, is the one who got replaced. She left the show. I think they had some sort of contract or maybe wage disagreement or something, and she left. Chrissy, she played the character Chrissy on Three's Company.
I mean, wasn't Scooby-Doo kind of going on still, or not quite?
I think it still was.
Yeah, he's still going in some variation. Scooby-Doo has been running since it started.
Yeah,
some different form or another, with maybe a few breaks in between. But this was probably like Scrappy. It was Scooby Scrappy here, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, Suzanne Summers. Suzanne is all into health and wellness and natural remedies and stuff like that now.
Who is that? Is that
an actress that played on Three's Company? I don't know if you've ever seen her before.
Okay. What about the actress that was in E.T., the little girl? Did she play in anything that came out in 83?
When did Firestarter come out? Was that 83 or 80?
That was 84.
Oh, yeah, 84. Another great movie in 84.
Yeah, 84 is going to be loaded.
Hopefully. I feel like I think of that year. I think of every 80 year to be big, but then I only see the best of the films that I've seen from that year, and then you look through all the other the films or whatnot, and they're not as big. I mean, you find obscure ones here and there, which is cool, but
yeah,
I do want to get into more animes from the 80s, just because I'm kind of in the 80s groove. Just anything.
I'm trying to think. No. I don't know.
I wonder if there was a Studio Ghibli film from '83.
You should look these things up, Arturo.
Well, I mean, I looked up anime.
So crafty.
Oh no, actually,
there was.
It's like the first film comes out and then the next year after 80. Yeah, after
that's
80.
True about Suzanne Summers.
Yeah,
she did play a dumb blonde in that show. She was really so airheady.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we're kind of drawing a blank now.
I'm looking to see if that I have that.
I mean, to be real, Star Wars was kind of like the biggest one of '83.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say Star Wars, Scarface, Vacation, The Big Chill. Forgot to mention that one. That was '83. Is that with
Kevin Kline?
Oh yeah, there's a ton of people. Jeff Goldblum, Glenn Close, Klein.
I don't remember much about it.
It's kind of a.
I don't even remember if I saw it all the way through.
There's like a lot of people in. Hold on, let me see. Tom Berenger, William Hurt, Meg Tilly, Jo Beth Williams.
Yeah. Secret of Nim. I think that was
82,
right? Yeah, we did. We talked about that on the last one we did, which we didn't live stream to my channel at the time. But yeah, I remember that Big Chill had a big cast in it. Right. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. It's Friends Reunited for Funeral. If I saw it, I only saw it one time. And I know it's isn't it like supposed to be really, really good, but I've never had a desire to return to it.
I mean, it's good. I don't think it's great, but it's. I mean, I watched it. It's been a few years. Yeah, I mean, that's basically the plot. They just come together over a friend's funeral. It's kind of like a dramedy.
Well, okay, because I was going to ask, what was the point of conflict in the movie?
Yeah, that was just them coming together. Yeah, I don't remember too much. I mean, there's other plot points within the movie, but.
Shane, what time is it for you right now? I'm really curious.
Wait, you say Shane's in
Ireland?
Ireland.
Yeah. So Grimes has an unpopular opinion. Yes, I will agree. That's probably an unpopular opinion.
How dare you?
But some people just are not into that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. It's 3:15.
Wow.
Do you ever sleep, Shane?
Okay, my friend had that he was on these streams.
That's right. What's that?
I was just gonna say my friend Matt would usually say, "Yeah, you don't need sleep."
Yeah, right. If I didn't have to, I wouldn't. Honestly, there's so much I'd rather be doing.
You've never watched Star Wars, okay?
Oh my goodness. Really?
I'd say yes. Watch the original trilogy first, then watch the prequels. Pretend the sequels never happened. You could watch Rogue One, and you could watch The Mandalorian.
What sequel?
Oh yeah, that's right. What sequel?
What are you even talking about? Oh, I'm sorry.
I got that too, man. So I understand.
Yeah. I saw the Disney Channel started in '83.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know what the flagship program was for the beginning, but
interesting.
Wait. So then there must have been cable by then. If there was such thing as the Disney Channel, right?
probably, but it was fairly new.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably didn't.
That's interesting.
Wasn't there what about that one story that's about toys that move around and it's Christmas night, and it's a tiger toy that wants to relive when.
Oh yeah, it's almost like, did that come out the same time as Toy Story though?
No, it came out in the 80s before Toy Story.
Oh, cable HBO was around. So yeah, cable was around, but it wasn't like it was as prevalent as it is now. So, okay. I know what you're talking about, Arturo. You used to watch the heck out of that thing.
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember if it was 83 or 85. I may be jumping. So, I
never seen the Rocky movies or the Die Hards. I would actually pick Die Hard over Rocky if I had a choice as to what to
I've
watch.
only seen the first one. Pretty good though. Pretty good.
First Die Hard.
By the way, Shane,
first Die Hard, Arturo, or the first? I think he's meaning Die Hard. I don't think he's seen any of the Rocky movies.
Oh, I haven't seen any of the Rocky movies, but I only saw the first Die Hard movie.
Yeah, that was the weekend that Paul Walker died.
Mm-hmm.
That we watched that.
Shane, you should probably get CBD oil. That will help you sleep.
Maybe if it helps. I mean, it doesn't always.
You have to be in the right mind. Like if your mind's not racing, then it will work. But if not, and your mind's everywhere, then it loses its effect. It's got to be in the right mood, I guess. Yeah, I've got nothing else on 83.
Yeah. Well, actually, we ended up having more to discuss than I expected. Kind of like what happened with 80. We went into 80 thinking that there wasn't really going to be a whole, and surprisingly, there was quite a bit.
Yeah, and I mean, there's probably a ton of stuff we've not even talked about.
I'm sure. I'm sure there is.
I think we've got big stuff though.
Did any Halloween movie come out this year? I don't think so.
You know, I don't remember when Halloween 3 came out. Do you know, Corey?
I don't think it was.
Oh, 80. That was actually 82.
Yeah.
We talked about that the last time, I think.
Yeah, there was no Friday either. Friday skipped a year.
So. There was Porky too. I mentioned Superman 3 came out, but I thought I heard Superman 3 wasn't that good.
Yeah, I've heard that one's horrible with Richard Pryor.
Yeah, Richard Pryor, and then 4 was the one about the nuclear man or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess is that a wrap for the live stream?
I guess we can call it a wrap. I can't think of anything else, and I probably have to get back to work.
All right. Well, everybody listening to either Sin's Corner or my channel, thanks for joining in. We will do another episode, this time 1984, my mom's favorite year and even Corey's favorite year. Because they had a lot of great films that came in. Now, like I said, when I think of that year, I'm thinking of the better films, but that doesn't mean we'll have a lot to talk about that came out that year.
We'll just talk all about Terminator, and that will be...
By this point...
We can just make that the show.
No.
I'm glad you enjoyed it, Shane. Glenn, Corey is my cousin's son, so he is my first cousin once removed. And he is fairly close in age to my son Arturo.
Well, 2 years apart?
Only like 2 years apart, yeah. So,
but I think
we'll like to talk about this sort of stuff. I am not in my head. I am not my age. That's why. I like to talk about the same sorts of stuff with you guys. So
I think what we're going to have to do the next time we jump into the rocking 80s is maybe we just need to focus more on just talking about the film itself a little more. maybe explaining why it's good, why people should watch it. And then we can get to the more obscure stuff that we probably never heard of.
We can. I just feel like that would be such a long video to review about especially for 84 coming up.
Would be.
You know.
Oh.
I mean, we can go more in depth into them.
Okay, which saw your film school short. Which one? The one about the duel?
No, the duel. Oh, if that's
or the toy war.
Or the toy war brought to you by Arturelia / Corey Michaels Movies.
Needs to be a documentary on that.
I will do a behind the scenes on that at some point.
Show the blooper.
Especially episode 3 or 2 that took like eons.
3.
Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Forever, but that was, I would say 3, while it has some technical issues, that one's like my favorite just because you're like complaining to Clancy. It's like
the story of episode 3, the toy war. Yeah, that's.
I forgot what happened in that one. The only thing that I really remember a lot about the toy war right now is Corey's evil general doing the music video.
Doing what now?
Okay,
if you want video.
If you want to laugh,
Lord.
Okay, episode 3 is my favorite just because of how funny it is. Because it's Corey's character and your dad's character, just blah 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 blah. While this whole chaos is happening.
Yeah, Clancy. Oh my God. My dad. Oh, his voice acting is so bad. That's what makes it so funny.
On our ground. I mean, upstairs, all the way upstairs.
Oh Lord!
I think we need to. I'm thinking of maybe like just live streaming all the episodes. Just do a live stream of them.
Set that up through OBS.
You know what's weird? OBS will not allow me to record any videos on YouTube. It will record audio, but it will not record video. I don't know why.
It's probably like a copyright protection.
That's
I was doing a reaction to Train to Busan, and I was watching it through my Netflix app on my computer, and it was just a black screen. But when I went straight to the website and recorded, then it showed the video. I don't know, but you could set up OBS to live stream your videos. You have to
on VLC maybe.
Well, no, what I did is it's been so long. I did it once just to test it out and see how it worked. And I put all of the episodes, all of my videos into a folder, and then I just directed StreamYard to the folder, and it would just, or maybe I combined all the videos. That might be what I did. I combined all the videos, and it made one really long.
Wait, you could put it on StreamYard?
I'm sorry. Did I say StreamYard? Yo. You think I had coffee? I meant to say OBS. Sorry, OBS. Yeah.
Oh, you can put it in OBS?
Yeah, you can set up a live stream through OBS. That's what I did the very first time, just to test, just to see.
OBS is a good software because it's actually way better than the Elgato that I have. You just set it up to where it connects to Elgato, and you could actually record multiple voices. So, like Corey, if we did our a live stream, we could play. Like we'll be on Discord chatting, but it will record our chatting while that's how my sister's been doing all her Let's Plays with her friends. They're all on Discord, and they're all playing the same game.
Right.
So OBS can do that. That's what's cool about that software.
Gotcha.
But did you say OBS was recording a black screen on YouTube, or StreamYard was recording?
YouTube.
Which one, StreamYard or OBS?
OBS.
Okay, that's what I thought you said. But then I started second guessing myself.
Coffee.
God, I drank coffee during the course of this stream, but I'm sleep deprived. So.
Yeah, well.
Well, in the verdict, what should we rate 1983? Turo, since you love ratings, we should start rating these years.
We never did it for the other few.
I know.
With regard to movies, you mean?
Or
or just the year in general.
I guess in general, movies, music. whatever.
What color is 1983, Arturo?
It's like a mixture of a yellowish red, sort of.
Orange.
I don't know. It's weird. I'm telling you, my mind has these ideas of what color. It's hard for me to express. It's harder for me to express what color though. I see what it is in my head. It's weird.
Okay, so what? Like Corey asked, what score do you give it?
I mean, the only big film that I really liked that year was Star Wars.
Oh, okay. So you're going to rate the entire year based off of one film that you like?
Well, that's why I don't know how I could rate it, because there's only one film I really like.
I guess. Yeah.
I'm glad you.
Okay, what about this? Okay, what about this? Each person can say their favorite movie from that year. Which Arturo, I guess yours would be Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, that one.
Mine would be as well.
Probably.
What about you?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I like The King of Comedy a lot, but
yeah, that's right. You do. You like it a whole lot.
Yeah, but Return of the Jedi is probably the better movie. I mean, they're both good, but it's hard to say.
I had such high anticipation for that film. I remember I watched it down the road at a friend's house one time after school. I was really excited.
This was in the 80s?
Mm-hmm. When it came out on VHS, because I didn't see it in theaters. I wish I had, but I didn't.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, well, fun fact or trivia. I mean, it was technically going to be Revenge of the Jedi, and then he turned it to Return of the Jedi just because Jedis don't really do a revenge thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I heard that.
I am on 5%, people. My phone is on 5%. Normally, I have a super long cord.
You're about ready to die. He's dying.
I started at 94%. That's how quick
you were doing video stuff, and that really eats away at batteries. And if your phone's like a year old or more, that's just.
Yeah, I usually have a long cord, but it's messed up, so I couldn't.
You need to get yourself a cord, Corey.
Yeah, I need a new one.
Here I'm getting ready. I was getting ready to talk.
You guys want me to go ahead and end the broadcast while we
broadcast before his phone dies?
All right, well, thank you everybody for watching on Sister or Arturelia. I hope you have a good night, and we will do 84. I'll probably announce it at some point. We just gotta work everybody's schedule together.
Yeah.
That's all. Anyways, peace.
Holidays at some point.